Come closer to the table, dear Sagittarius, because what I'm about to share with you today is not easy to say, and I need you to listen with an open heart and wide, alert eyes. I've just reshuffled the same cards that have been with me for many, many years, and the energy coming off them is so heavy. I can barely breathe. It feels like the air around us has thickened, like it's holding something unspeakable. Never, through all my years of reading the stars, have I felt this urgent need to speak with you. Like I do now, as the flame flickers between us. What's about to unfold in your life is serious, and time is slipping through our fingers, like sand falling too fast to catch. So please, stay still and pay close attention to every single word I say, because your safety and your future may depend on whether or not you understand this message today. Before we dive deeper into this marked destiny, please like this video and subscribe so our spiritual connection stays strong and so this message finds its way deep into your soul. Stay with me until the very last moment, because if you leave early, you might miss the one key that could save you from what's coming. Sagittarius, take a deep breath, and right now, type the words, "I choose the light" in the comments. Declare to the universe that you are protected and that no shadow can ever reach you. Now, look closely. See what my trembling hands have uncovered on this table. The very first card that showed up was the Chariot, and my heart nearly stopped when I saw it. You already know what this card means in the world of tarot, and you know that its appearance is never random. It never carries light messages. Then came the Tower, the symbol of a total collapse. Something you once believed to be secure, something you counted on every day, is crumbling right in front of you. And this isn't just a small change or a passing obstacle that time will take care of. We are talking about a total breakdown of something you once believed was unshakable. It could be your health, collapsing like a building with no warning. It could be a relationship where deep, silent cracks are finally reaching the surface. It might be your financial foundation suddenly struck by lightning, or even your physical safety being threatened in ways you haven't yet seen. What the cards are screaming to me is that this collapse is already underway. This isn't a distant possibility or a future risk you can prepare for someday. It's happening now, and maybe you haven't yet realized how serious the danger really is, but that's not the worst part, because what followed the Tower left me speechless. I had to blink to make sure I was really seeing it. A dark, thick energy hovered over the cards, and the collapse was tied to something so dangerous that I actually hesitated for a moment, wondering whether I should even tell you the truth or hold it back to protect you from fear. But I can't stay silent, because silence would be your undoing, and my mission is to be your eyes when you can't yet see the danger. This darkness that appeared in your reading leaves no room for doubt. There are real forces working against you right now, and there is someone very close to you that you've trusted, who may be smiling to your face while plotting something devastating behind your back. This isn't just bad luck. This is intentional, and it's been building like a storm, charging up with electric rage, feeding on your kindness, your openness, your trust, And now, it's ready to strike. I feel a chill in my bones just saying this, and what came next. Even I didn't expect. Even with all my experience, even after all these years, I've never seen a message come through like this. If my voice is echoing inside you, if something inside you stirs, it's because your soul recognizes this as truth. So once more, if you haven't already, write "I choose the light" in the comments. We are building a divine shield together, and your energy matters. Your presence, your interaction, keeps this frequency clear and strong. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal matters more than you know. After the dark energy settled, the card of death appeared. And yes, the skeletal figure with the scythe can frighten anyone. But let me explain what it means for you. Today, death in tarot does not always mean physical death, but when it arrives right after the tower, and right beside this heavy presence, the message becomes unusually clear and terrifyingly direct. There is a real and immediate threat to someone's life, either your own or someone you love with all your heart. It could be an unavoidable accident, one that will strike in the days ahead unless we shift this energy now. It could be a silent illness, already present, but still hidden, not yet showing symptoms. Or it could be a violent situation, building in the shadows, waiting to erupt. These cards, they show me blood and tears and a heartbreak so deep that if it arrives, it will change your life forever. Nothing will ever be the same again. When I saw these 3 cards laid out side by side on the wooden table, I had to get up and walk around the room, just to breathe. I've read tarot for over 20 years. I've seen many painful things, but I rarely feel this level of urgent, clear warning, the way I do right now. For you, these cards are not whispering, they are pleading, begging me to make sure you don't take this lightly. This is not a game, not a curiosity, and I'm not here to scare you needlessly or weigh you down with unnecessary fear. I'm here because your soul called out through the veil, and the universe chose me to deliver this message. Before it's too late, something will happen in exactly 72 hours. If you ignore this warning, and it could mark the end of everything you know. But wait, because the next card that appeared changed the entire story. It gave me my breath back. It gave me hope again. Even in the middle of all this darkness, the star revealed itself, and seeing it shine across the table, Sagittarius, was like spotting a lighthouse in the middle of a violent black storm. This card is the light that breaks through the deepest shadow. It tells you no, it reassures you that not everything has been lost. The star is speaking to you now, to say that yes, the danger is real, and yes, it is urgent. But there is a path that leads to rescue. If you know how to recognize it, the universe is not throwing you to fate, and it is not leaving you to face a pack of wolves alone. In fact, it's been trying to reach you all along, sending signals you may have overlooked, because life has been too fast, or your mind too distracted. Those unexplained chills. When you walk into a room or speak with certain people, they were never just nerves. They were warnings. Those strange dreams that woke you up in the middle of the night. Sweat dripping, heart pounding. That was a message, that gnawing feeling in your stomach, that told you something was off. even when everything looked fine on the surface. That was your intuition, screaming for your attention. These were all warnings, sent by your spiritual guides, trying to shake you awake. And now, the star, gently but firmly, speaks. If you act right now and take the right steps, you can avoid the tragedy waiting in the shadows. Do you remember that moment? Just a few days ago, you were walking, maybe working, and suddenly a feeling hit you, a heavy one, that something bad was about to happen. But you shook it off, told yourself you were imagining things, that it was just your mind playing tricks. The cards saw that moment, and they're telling me it was real. Your intuition was trying to protect you, but your logic tried to take the wheel. And listen, I say this with love. Sagittarius is known for being headstrong, stubborn. You cling to your view of things even when the whole Zodiac begs you to let go, even when everything is falling apart. But this time, that same stubbornness could cost you everything. Not just the life you've built, but the essence of who you are. So please, I'm asking you, open your mind, open your heart, because what I'm about to tell you next is so specific that when you hear it, you'll know this message was made for you, not anyone else. The next card was the Hanged Man, and instantly, I saw the emotional and spiritual paralysis you've been carrying. You feel stuck, like your limbs are tied, unable to make the big decisions your life demands. You feel suspended in midair, watching time pass, but unable to move forward. And let me be clear, this paralysis isn't random. It's not just some natural indecision. Someone or something put you in this state on purpose to keep you from moving, to keep you vulnerable, to benefit from your confusion. There is someone in your life who has gained a great deal by keeping you uncertain, by clouding your perception. They've done it with kindness, with soft words, with advice that sounded like love, but was actually manipulation. They were so subtle. You didn't even know you were being played, and now you're caught in their spell. They were so subtle. You didn't even realize you'd fallen into their trap. It could be someone at your workplace who smiles at you every single day. It could be a close friend, always claiming they only want the best for you. It could even be someone in your own family, someone you never thought to question. The cards show me a shadowy figure, grinning with quiet malice, watching you suffer, watching you wrestle with your own doubts, someone pretending to care, asking if you're okay, but secretly enjoying every moment you stay stuck. And my love, if a face just flashed in your mind, if someone's name echoed inside you for just a second, then your soul is already trying to tell you the truth. Right now, write this in the comments. I deserve justice, not to punish, but to awaken. The sacred karmic law that must now be activated because of what they've done. This is your moment to take back your power, to tell the universe, I no longer accept being a victim of someone else's darkness. If you're ready, if you're brave enough, watch this video through to the end, because the divine justice you seek has already begun to move, and the more souls who type those words, the faster you will awaken, the faster you'll rise, the faster the betrayers will be cleared from your path. Now, Sagittarius, what I'm about to say next, I struggled with it deeply because this information is painful and it's personal, But the cards wouldn't let me hide it from you. When the hermit appeared, right after the hanged man, I knew I had to speak every word of truth. No filter, no softening. The hermit didn't appear as a wise man in peaceful meditation. He came to show me isolation, but not the kind you choose. This was forced. Someone is going to try to pull you away from your loved ones, to separate you from your support system. They will use lies and small, well-placed seeds of conflict. They want you alone because they know when Sagittarius is isolated, you're easier to strike, easier to confuse, easier to destroy. I've seen this before in dangerous readings. And trust me, if the one receiving the message doesn't prepare in time, the outcome is never peaceful. Then the card showed me something else. A conversation is coming. Someone will reach out to you soon with an invitation, an offer that feels too good to be true. They'll say the exact words your heart has longed to hear. They'll touch the deepest part of your dreams. They'll make you feel seen, valued, understood, more than anyone ever has. But love, that conversation is a trap, a deadly one. It has been designed from information this person has gathered about you over a long, long time. They will use everything they know, your hopes, your kindness, your dreams, to lead you exactly where they need you. That perfect job offer, that invitation to meet in a quiet, secluded place. It's bait, even a plea for help, something that tugs at your compassionate heart. It's bait too. And then, the Fool card appeared, reversed, and when the Fool is upside down, the danger becomes crystal clear. The reversed Fool warns you of reckless decisions, of impulsive moves that you may be tempted to make when pressure is high, when your world feels like it's collapsing. Your instincts might scream, run, react, fix it now. But those exact impulses are what your enemies are counting on. Because they know you, Sagittarius. They know that when you feel cornered, you leap without looking. They're betting on that. But this time, you have to do the opposite. You must pause, breathe, analyze, plan, wait for your moment. And that moment will come because the next card changed everything. The Magician appeared. And that was the moment I finally saw light return to the reading. The Magician is you. It means you have every power, every gift, every tool you need to flip this fate in your favor. It means you're not waiting to be saved. You are the one who saves. But listen carefully, because this is what the cards desperately want you to remember. Your power has always been there. You've simply forgotten it. Sagittarius holds a deep, sacred strength, a level of resilience that others only dream of. But you also have a tendency to forget yourself, to downplay your light, to believe you're smaller than you really are. You've been acting like the victim, when the truth is, you're the warrior of light. You've been moving from fear, when you were born to move from truth. Now hear this clearly. Within the next 24 hours, you will be given one perfect chance, a specific moment that the universe has already set in motion, a window, a divine opening, a shift in fate. It will last only minutes, a flash of gold behind a wall of stone, a whisper between two loud conversations. If you notice it and act on it, you will shift the entire path. You will regain control. But if you miss it, if you're distracted by noise, chaos, or ego, that moment may be gone forever. And if it's lost, the road to healing becomes longer and more painful than you can yet imagine. Sagittarius, that moment is yours. The cards showed me it, like a golden gate cracking open just wide enough for one step, and then the fatal card revealed itself, the most sacred sign in the entire reading, the Wheel of Fortune, destiny in motion, karma turning, chapters ending, futures beginning, time unfolding in perfect rhythm. The wheel doesn't ask for permission. It moves because it must, because fate doesn't wait. And if you've made it to this point, if you're still here with me, then that means you were meant to hear this message, and the wheel has turned for you. In your case, the cards revealed something very specific, something urgent. There is one particular day of the week that is especially dangerous for you. And although I can't know what day you're watching this video, I can say this with the full authority of the cards. The third day after you hear this message will be a turning point. That day, between late afternoon and nightfall, the danger will reach its peak. That is when the person or situation I've warned you about will try to strike the most damaging blow. My love, you must act now to shield your destiny and clear out the storm that's circling you. Write this in the comments now. My wheel turns toward prosperity. This will activate a shift, a realignment, a positive current in your fate, and protect you from spiraling down, like this video, so that the energy of protection multiplies with every soul who joins this sacred intention. Subscribe to the channel. To stay open to the updates and warnings the universe will continue to send you in the days to come. Your wealth, your health, your happiness, all depend on the decisions you make in this exact moment of your life. Now listen closely, because the cards revealed something else, something about your money, about your stability. Sagittarius, the card of judgment appeared, and it came with the Five of Pentacles. Together, they tell me that part of this danger is directly tied to your financial situation, to your material security. Someone is trying to destroy your finances, to leave you drained, defenseless, desperate. You may have already noticed small red flags. A strange charge in your bank account, money that vanished without a trace, or maybe someone recently borrowed from you, made promises they never kept. Maybe you were lured into an investment, a business opportunity that sounded too perfect to be real. The cards are showing me documents, contracts, paperwork, something you either just signed or are about to sign. That document could be the very cause of your financial collapse if you're not careful. This challenge requires you to be fully awake, alert, detail-oriented. Do not blindly trust anyone who handles your money. If you have a business partner, if you've been sharing account access, if you've handed over power to someone you thought you could trust, you must act now to protect yourself. The cards are screaming about one specific document, something you received by email or physical mail in the past few days, something you pushed aside on your desk, thinking you'd review it later. When you had more time, that paper, that message, it holds crucial information about this threat and how to stop it. You must read it today, every word, no skipping. But Sagittarius, something else came through that gave me chills. When I turned the next card, the High Priestess appeared, and that card speaks of secrets, of hidden knowledge, of things moving in the dark. where your eyes cannot see. The high priestess is whispering to you now. She says, someone knows something about you, something private, something deep, something you thought was safe, buried, forgotten. They've been holding on to this truth, waiting for the right moment to use it against you, to hurt you. It could be a mistake you made years ago, something you deeply regret. It could be a vulnerable detail you once shared, in a moment of trust, with someone you thought you could depend on. Now, that person is preparing to expose it or use it in a way that could damage your life, your reputation, or your most sacred relationships. Please, this part is crucial. Don't look away. The high priestess also shows me that your intuition, if you allow yourself to be still, will reveal exactly who this traitor is. You don't need me to name them, because deep down, you already know. There is one person who, when you think about them, triggers a strange unease in your chest, a tightness, a quiet warning. You've tried to ignore it because the thought of accusing them is too painful. You didn't want to believe that someone you've loved this much could betray you. Sagittarius loves to the death. You give your all. You sacrifice everything for love, and that's why it's nearly impossible for you to accept that someone didn't love you the same way back. But the cards, they do not lie. And as painful as it is, my role is to show you the truth. That person, the one you've doubted in secret, the one your soul keeps warning you about, they are the danger. You didn't listen to your intuition because you didn't want to hurt, but your soul already knew. And then came the Emperor. This card gave me a clear profile, a full picture of the one threatening your peace. The Emperor represents power, authority, control. He is someone who holds status over you or projects dominance in every space he enters. He could be your boss, a family figure, someone older, someone you've long admired or respected. He uses his position to manipulate you, to shrink you, to keep you tied to his plan. And the most dangerous part, he's intelligent, calculating, emotionally cold. He doesn't act recklessly. He moves slowly, strategically. He casts his net with infinite patience, and you've been in it longer than you know. But we're not done. The card showed me something I cannot ignore. The Three of Swords appeared beside the Ten of Wands, and together, they paint a picture of overwhelming pain and dangerous stress. Sagittarius, you're carrying more than you were meant to, physically, emotionally, spiritually. This weight is slowly crushing you. Have you felt the chest pain lately? The tightness, the sudden breathlessness, as if grief has taken form in your lungs. These cards, they are not just about betrayal. They are about your body, your life force, your well-being. Or maybe it's been the headaches that won't go away no matter what you try. The nights where sleep just won't come, leaving you wide awake with racing thoughts, or your stomach unsettled, constantly uncomfortable, making it hard to eat, to feel okay, to function. These symptoms, they are not normal, and they are not temporary. They are desperate, urgent signals from your body, begging you to listen. Something is wrong, and your system is weakening. The stress from this dangerous situation is now showing up in your physical organs, and if you don't address it right now, it could escalate, it could become chronic, and much harder to reverse. Sagittarius is famous for pushing through pain, like an ancient oak tree, strong, unbending, unshaken. You carry so much, and you never complain because you don't want to burden others. But this time, your strength could turn against you. That oak tree inside you is starting to crack. Your body is crying out that it is in crisis, that it needs rest and medical help. Now, the cards are urging me, no, they are demanding that I tell you this. See a doctor this week. Don't make excuses. Don't wait until the pain is unbearable. Don't wait until it's too late. Prevention is your greatest weapon right now, and there's more. The cards reveal something terrifying. A link between your physical symptoms and the person we spoke about earlier, that toxic individual, is draining your life force like an energy vampire. And yes, they are the reason you're getting sick. But we'll come back to them in a moment. Because first, I need you to understand your healing power. My love, if these symptoms sound familiar, if you've delayed caring for yourself because you were too busy caring for everyone else, type this now in the comments. I deserve to heal myself. Say it, claim it. Activate the healing energy the universe already has waiting for you. Like this video, so that the energy of vitality flows through your life again, to flush sickness from your body, to return your strength. Your family needs you whole. Your loved ones need you vibrant. And your divine purpose in this life cannot be fulfilled if you do not care for the sacred temple that is your body. But then, the next card gave me chills. The moon. And the moon is a warning of illusions, of lies, of secrets. The moon whispers to you now with its pale, haunting light. You have not been living in truth. The situation you're in is far more dangerous, more complicated, more hidden than you've been willing to admit. You've downplayed the signs. You've explained away the strange behaviors of people around you. You've trusted those who were never worthy of your trust. And at night, when it's just you, your thoughts, and the silence, the truth tries to rise. From your subconscious, those sleepless nights, they're not random, they're your soul, trying to force you to see what you keep denying during the day. The cards are showing me something very specific. Your dreams. Lately, you've had strange, vivid, unsettling dreams. Dreams where darkness chases you, where you're trapped in mazes, where someone betrays you. And you see their face, clear as day. My love. These are not just dreams. They are urgent messages from your subconscious, from your spirit guides, from the universe itself. The moon tells you now, pay close attention to your dreams in the coming nights, because they will contain exact information. Names, faces, symbols, clues. Your subconscious has seen what your conscious mind missed. It picked up on the energy shifts, the facial expressions, the patterns, and in dreams, that information comes through clean, without ego, without denial, without the filters of fear. And just when I thought the reading couldn't get heavier, the Two of Cups reversed, Sagittarius. We need to talk about your relationships. This card shows a complete imbalance, a rupture, a heartbreaking misalignment in one of your closest emotional bonds. If you're in a relationship, this card is warning you. That connection may be on the verge of breaking. You may have felt the distance, the silence, the constant arguments over small things, things that hide much deeper pain beneath the surface. But the cards are showing me something worse. third person is involved. Someone is actively interfering, planting doubt, fueling jealousy. Someone is manipulating your bond for their own gain. If you're single, this reversed card warns of a friendship, one you held sacred, that may not be what it seems. Someone you've trusted deeply, someone you've shared secrets with, is using what they know against you. There is gossip, there is betrayal, there are conversations happening behind your back where your name is spoken with cruelty. They hug you in public, but shred you in private. And the worst part, others know. Others have heard it and said nothing, either out of fear or complicity. But don't despair, my love, because the next card was Justice, and she did not come quietly. She arrived with her sword raised and her scales perfectly balanced. Justice tells me everything will be brought to light. Lies will surface, betrayals will be exposed, masks will fall off in front of everyone, and when that happens, the shame, the collapse, will be unbearable for those who wronged you. Justice whispers now. In the next 2 weeks, something will happen. A moment, an accident, a slip of the tongue, a confession overheard, something that turns over all the cards and reveals the real face behind them. And when that moment comes, Sagittarius, your world will shake in ways you can't yet imagine. But the cards also tell me this disruption, though painful, though terrifying, is absolutely essential for your evolution. Justice is preparing you for that inevitable moment of truth. And it says, you must be ready to make the hard choices when the time comes. You will have to cut ties with people who've been in your life for a long time. And yes, that will hurt. You'll have to forgive some things to free your soul. And others, you'll need to leave behind with cold, necessary silence, because justice doesn't act in rage. It acts in balance, with wisdom, with discernment. Sagittarius, you can be gloriously noble, fair, high-minded, but when deeply hurt, when betrayed, you can also burn with fury. You can become the archer who shoots to wound. And the cards are warning you. This is not the time for revenge. Now come closer. Come nearer to the candlelight, because a card has arrived that changes everything. The sun. Its light breaks through the chaos, and it is radiant, pure, healing. It brings a sacred promise. A bright new chapter is waiting for you. After the storm, the sun says, after you walk through the darkness, a period of clarity and peace will rise. Joy, success, love will come pouring into every area of your life. As a reward for the pain you've endured, but to reach that radiant light, you must first move through the shadows. You can't escape it. You can't avoid it. You can't go around it. You must walk through it with courage, with awareness, with full presence. And here is the sun's most beautiful message. You are not alone in this. The sun shows me that you've always had people who love you, people who truly care, people who've noticed something is wrong with you lately. Your shift in energy, your mood, your silence. Some of them have already tried to reach out, to ask how you are, to offer love, support, help. But your pride pushed them away. Sagittarius, when you're hurting or afraid, you withdraw. You build towering walls. You hide in the fortress of solitude. But the cards whisper to me now, this is not the time to pretend you're fine. This is not the time to be alone. You need your people. You need their love, their hands, their voices, their strength. letting them help you, is not weakness. It is divine intelligence. And the sun reveals something more. A new beginning is coming. Once all this is behind you, once the truth has surfaced, doors you never imagined will begin to open. A job, a project, an opportunity for abundance. Someone new will walk into your life and bring with them the exact light your heart needs. It might be love, it might be a soul friend, but they're coming. And not only that, the cards show a financial recovery greater than even your most optimistic hopes. But all of this only happens if you pass this test with integrity, if you act rightly, right now, if you listen to these warnings and trust what your soul already knows, if you feel even a spark of hope, even the tiniest glow, then write this in the comments. Claim my son. Say it out loud. Let the universe hear it. Say, I am ready to rise. I am ready to receive. I claim my right to joy. And like this video, if you're ready to do whatever it takes to step into that light and leave the shadows behind, the happiness you deserve is waiting for you on the other side of this storm. But you must take it. You must claim it with all your heart and unwavering intention. Now, the final cards gave me even more clarity on exactly what you must do to protect yourself in the days ahead. The Seven of Wands, it's loud, it's direct, and it's serious. It says, be on guard, stay alert. This is not the time to be passive. This is not the time to let things just happen. This is not the time to trust blindly, especially not someone who's already let you down before. You must fiercely protect your personal space, your energy, your private information in the coming days. Be extremely cautious about what you say and who you say it to. A hallway conversation, a casual mention, could be exactly what your enemy is waiting for. The Seven of Wands shows me you'll feel like you're fighting on all fronts, attacked from every side. Your work, your love life, your health. And you know what? That feeling isn't wrong, and it's not paranoia. The cards reveal this is a deliberate, orchestrated storm. Someone behind the curtain is trying to wear you down, to overwhelm you, to make you give up. But they've made one mistake. They picked a fight with a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is one of the fiercest, most relentless warriors in the entire Zodiac. When you stand your ground, no one moves you. When you decide to fight back, you are the mountain, unshakable. And now, you must awaken that warrior inside you. Put on your armor, because one last card arrived, and it brought you practical wisdom. The Four of Pentacles. It tells me exactly what to say to you now. Do not make any large investments in the coming weeks. Don't loan anyone money. No matter how convincing their story, do not move large sums. Do not shift your financial foundation. The Four of Pentacles says, hold what you have. Save what you can. Preserve your energy. Preserve your resources. Protect your resources. When the storm comes, I know the pressure feels real right now. Someone may be pushing you to make a fast financial decision. They'll say it's a limited time offer. They'll say it won't come again. They'll say it's now or never. But the cards are clear. That's a lie. And it's a trap. Any opportunity that's truly aligned with your soul will wait for you to feel safe and certain. And if it can't wait, then it isn't for you. Now, there's something else. Something practical, but urgent. Sagittarius. Check your insurance policies. Life insurance, auto, health, legal protection. Make sure they're all in order. Make sure the payments are current. Make sure the beneficiaries are the right ones, not someone from the past who no longer belongs in your future. I know this may feel like a small detail, something bureaucratic, something easy to put off. But the cards are persistent here, something involving insurance, or legal documentation, needs your attention right now. Even if you feel young and strong, even if you think this doesn't apply to you, you must take care of these things now, before they take care of you the wrong way. And finally, we come to the last card. Look at it closely, my love. The Eight of Swords. This card shows me you've been frozen, blinded. You can't see the choices that are still available to you. More, you've believed a lie, that you're trapped, that you're powerless, that there's no way out unless someone else helps you. But that's not the truth. That's a cruel illusion, a mental prison, constructed by fear. The ropes are loose, the blindfold can be removed, and only you can do it. There are always options, always paths, always power, waiting for you to take it back. The fear has clouded your mind, and the psychological manipulation you've endured has made you believe you're more stuck than you truly are. But now, it's time to break free, to turn and face the mirror, to see clearly, because within you is the wild strength of the centaur and the sacred aim of the archer. No one can hold you unless you let them. No one can stop you if you decide to rise. This reading has been heavy. I know that. Even now, I can feel the table vibrating from the energy that came through these cards. But this was necessary. Truth may hurt like an open wound, but lies, they kill the soul slowly, and I will not let that happen to you. So now, my dear Sagittarius, sign the contract of liberation. Declare your sovereignty. Write this in the comments now. I am free and in control of my destiny. Write it with power, with faith. Let it echo across the heavens. Let it shatter the chains that have bound you until today. And now, a personal question. One I ask not as a reader, but as someone who loves you deeply. Have you felt it? That strange paralysis, like you want to scream, to move, to escape, but something invisible holds you down. Tell me in the comments. Be honest, be raw. Because when you speak it, you begin to free it. You no longer have to suffer silently. You no longer have to carry it alone. And if this reading brought you even a flicker of light, even one drop of clarity, in this dark moment of your life, I ask you to support this channel, support this work, support this elder voice that still has stories to tell. You can send your blessing through the little heart button below this video. That one gesture is a sacred exchange, and it allows this old man to keep delivering these messages to you. You are also invited to become a member of our inner circle. Use the join button and step closer into the fire of protection. And above all, before you go, like and subscribe so you don't lose your destiny, so the next message finds you, so we stay connected in light, in truth, in healing. May you return now to the arms of God and the guardians of the angels. You are not alone, and we will meet again soon when the cards speak once more.